Hello there, it's me, it's Dean, and yes, you're watching Dean's Brick Show. I just wanted to say thank you for joining me, and if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell so you can be notified of all my future releases. Alrighty, today we are going to take a closer look at a car, not just any car, from the Speed Champion series. It's Back to the Future, the Delorean, but for some weird reason, it's called Time Machine from Back to the Future instead of DeLorean. I don't really know why that is, but it's set 77256, 357 pieces. Comes with two minifigures, of course. We have Marty McFly and Doc Brown, and we're even going to briefly compare this to the DeLorean that came out in 2013, and so there's like a 13-year gap, and the differences are quite surprising if you ask me. But let's waste no more time, and get right down to it, shall we? Alrighty. So here's our DeLorean, the Time Machine from Back to the Future, and this is a pretty cool set, if you ask me. I think they did some great job. They did a great job with the detail. I mean, this thing here, this little thing that catches the wire is just like a fishing rod, like a Lego fishing rod. So that's pretty cool. You know, we got the logo here on the front, and got the license plate in the back that says California, out of time. And it even says DeLorean on the back, so it's kind of weird that it's not referred to as the DeLorean on the box, but nonetheless. And of course, we have all kinds of fun things in the back. You know, you can make two versions with this. This is the 1985 version, and then you can do the hover wheels on it and Mr. Fusion. But this is where you obviously put the plutonium, so that's pretty cool. Oh, shoot, I just broke something off. Because the plutonium is needed for the 1.21 gigawatts. Great Scott! So, all in all, wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? And scene. So, yeah, I don't even know why I did that. I'm not even really talking about the car. I'm just doing random quotes from the movie now. But this is pretty cool. It's sleek. You know, the wheels do roll. And I kind of like the back the look of the car because, you know, it has when that exhaust comes out. So that's pretty cool. And of course, all these, like this represents all the, probably like the time circuits traveling around the car. So we got like this fun kind of blue glowing color on the back and the top. And then we even have a little bit around the front bumper. So that's pretty cool. And then you can take off the top part of the car. And this is the one thing that I don't really like because the doors don't open upward like the DeLorean does in the movie. But of course, on the inside, you have the flux capacitor, you have the time circuits, where you're going, where you've been, where you are. So, you know, we got some fun decals in there. So that's pretty cool. And this does fit both minifigures. So again, that's pretty fun. Because a lot of times they'll have these cars, you can only fit like one person in it. But you can fit both Marty McFly and Doc Brown inside the DeLorean. So speaking of Marty McFly and Doc Brown, let's take a closer look at them, shall we? First up, we have Doc Brown. And this minifigure has some great torso printing. Not a whole lot on the arms and the legs, but on the torso, you know, we got like his badge and a belt and all kinds of gadgets and gizmos, it looks like. And of course, he's holding a wrench. And then on the back, we got, you know, like that symbol for radioactive, whatever. And then it also looks like he has a tool belt on with some other gizmos and gadgets and whatnot. So all in all, pretty cool. And Doc Brown does have two facial expressions. This first one here, he's just kind of smiling, so that's fun. And then the one on the back, he has kind of like a little frown. and he's also has like a bandage on his head. Probably symbolizes, you know, when he fell off the toilet and hit his head, and that's when he first thought of the flux capacitor. So, because he slipped on the wet porcelain. And of course, his hairpiece is pretty fantastic as well. Put him right over here. And then we got Marty McFly, one of my, Michael J. Fox, you know, probably one of my favorite actors of all time. And Back to the Future, quite honestly, is probably one of my favorite trilogies of all time. So, one of my favorite movie series, because some of my previous favorite trilogies are no longer trilogies, you know, like Star Wars and Indiana Jones and whatnot. But this is a pretty cool minifigure. We actually have a vest in the other version, which I'll show you in a second. It was just like the vest is like painted on the torso. So, but this vest is actually wearable. So that's pretty cool. And, you know, you get a little bit of that torso printing. You have like his like jean jacket and his shirt there. So that's pretty cool. And of course, you can't really see it on the back. And I think he has two facial expressions also. First one, just kind of smiling. And the second one, he's kind of like, "Arr, look at me, I'm angry. Arr." But two fun minifigures. I wish they would come out with more Lego Back to the Future sets. You know, maybe Clock Tower, the train from part 3 would be a pretty cool one. That way we can get some other great sets and minifigures and whatnot. But if you want to compare this 2026 version to the 2013 version, oh geez, okay, I'm making a mess over here. It's a little. Try this again. If you want to compare the 2026 version to the 2013 version, you can see just how clunky looking and boxy looking this one is. Obviously, not as much detail overall on the whole thing. You know, Mr. Fusion, not very exciting. License plate looks the same. The front is very different. Obviously, the sides are very different. The tops are very different. The backs are very different. And one thing I forgot to mention with the new version is I can adjust the wheels so I can give him the hovercraft version after he goes to the future and converts it into a hovercraft, basically. So that's pretty cool. Whereas this one, the 2013 version, it's already built in. So that's pretty cool that you can just go ahead and flip these down like this. So too bad they didn't incorporate that on this one here. And so that being said, I do like the wheels better on this one compared to this one, because you have to completely take them out and then put them back in with some couple extra pieces. Not that big of an issue, but nonetheless, you have to do it. Another thing I like on the 2013 version is the doors, even though they're not very great looking, they do open upwards. So that's pretty cool. I wish they would have incorporated that in this one. So the wheels and the doors are probably the only saving graces on this 2013 version. I remember when I got this and I thought, oh my gosh, this is like the sweetest looking car I've ever seen in my life. But when you compare it side by side now, it's like, ooh boy. So, and there is a bigger DeLorean too that I do not have. So I might as well get that one too. I keep waiting for it to go on sale because it's like $200 right now. And then I would have all 3 versions. And then here's the old version of Marty McFly and Doc Brown. Again, you got a little bit of torso printing on the old version, not as much compared to the new version. Obviously, old version, new version with the wrench. So not quite as much printing. And then Marty McFly does come with a skateboard, so that's pretty cool. And other than the vest being an actual piece you can put on, it's pretty similar. So, and you know, like I said, he does come with a skateboard. And I think the large DeLorean does come with like a little hoverboard. And obviously the large DeLorean is not to scale to the minifigures or anything like that. But nonetheless, you know, if you're a fan of Back to the Future, then I think you're going to want this DeLorean. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. Like I said, I love the movies, love this, love the minifigures. So all in all, I think it's a great set. And that's all the time I have for you guys today. Just wanted to say thank you for joining me. And remember, it's a big world out there. Brick it up. Good night.